relapse prevention is about developing a skill set, a toolbox, if you will, of the necessary skills to cope with stresses, to identify what those stresses and triggers are, to learn how to ride it out, to learn techniques of not engaging in romanticizing about my use, so that I don't plan a relapse, stop it in its tracks. Fortunately, the triggers and cravings do get better with time. I feel it less often and it becomes less intense, and it lasts a shorter period of time. Finally, being involved with others around me, being connected to others, and recreation all help to serve me have an enduring and healthy recovery. What is the role of mindfulness in relapse prevention? Mindfulness is a technique where a person takes themselves out of their situation and can look down at themselves from a distance. And the idea is to relax. It's a way of coping with stress. So for example, if I'm driving in my car and somebody's just cut me off and I get upset and angry, I don't like it when I behave that way. It's acceptable to be upset for a short period of time, but continuing this behavior I know is not good for me. And the best way to deal with this major stress in this situation, I mean, anger is a very strong emotion, and to withdraw myself from the situation, take myself out of it, to look through the sunroof, look to the sky, look off into the distance, take joy in seeing how stupid or silly people can become on the road. That's important to my own mental health. And my own well-being that's the most important part. So to avoid falling into the trap and becoming a road raging animal or whatever, it's important to withdraw myself from the situation, being aware of my own thinking, so it's cognitive therapy, being so aware of my own thoughts and removing myself from it. So by smelling the roses. So that's what I equate to mindfulness, is smelling the roses, to just take a moment to relax and take a deep breath in and realize what are the most important things in life. That really has helped me throughout my recovery, and it's also incidentally helped with my own happiness. It's made me a much healthier, happier person with stronger mental health. So the other parts of mindfulness is not just being aware of my own thinking, but it's being aware of others. So this is important. Listening skills. I think that's something that's gone by the wayside in the last 50 years or so. People have become poor listeners. And this is because we've become isolated over this time. Isolation is bad, as we know. Part of this is what contributes to this worsening addictions for many, many people. And being connected to others is the important part. And part of this connection is to listen to people, to be present in their life, is not just being physically there, but paying attention to what's going on, picking up on not just what they're saying, but other communication cues that they're giving. So being aware of others is a big part of mindfulness. Being aware of my surroundings, like the environment, like looking through the sunroof at the clouds. These are ways of just relaxing and to cope with stress. This is an excellent technique in recovery that allows people to recognize when they're going through a hard time, to recognize what it is that's causing them stress, what's leading to them to previously relapses. Usually breaking things down and removing myself from this activity allows me to think clearly, to not be emotionally charged, and to heal. If you have any questions, then please leave it in the comments box below.